Hi guys, thanks for coming back to watch another video here on the Pickslate server. I'm Gwent, and if you're new, remember to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the action that happens on this server as the series progresses. You may remember last episode we ended up getting some villagers and breeding them up so I could get geared up ready to take on the dragon. Well, since then I've been grinding. I've built this super simple sugarcane farm, and I've actually been farming fish to get bones to supply the sugarcane farm with bone meal. I've also made this little mob box to try and get some spider eyes and some gunpowder so I can cook up some potions of weakness. I've been using those potions to zombify my villagers and then curing them again to get cheaper trades. As you can see, I've been super busy, mothering these guys, taking them from mere babies and transforming them into the trading ninjas they are today. And oh boy, they really do have some great trades. We can now use these guys to get all the gear we need to make epic armor. I've been using pumpkins, melons, sticks, and paper to grind emeralds and get XP. But even with all that trading, I'm still finding it difficult to get the levels I need to enchant all the gear. Not to mention, this place looks terrible and I keep losing all of my good villagers. So I'd like to make this place a whole lot easier to use and to look at. But while I'm doing that, I have something to show you. Our dear friend Unpredictable has left us a chest filled with goodies. He knows I want to convert the island to moss, and he left me a whole bunch of bone blocks. Look, and they even spell out GG. Now I'm going to ignore the sheep head in the middle because I'm sure that was just as a gesture of peace and not because he wanted to upset me. I'm actually so grateful for those bone blocks, I can't thank him enough. But while he was here, he did mention that he really wanted this head. And he is trying to collect heads, I believe. Well, I have a bunch of heads, so I thought it'd be nice to take him some in return for this generous gift. My storage area is an absolute mess. I don't know where I kept my heads, but I'm sure they're around here somewhere. The weird thing is that once I've taken him all of these heads, the only heads that are going to be left on this island are Unpredictables. That seems a little bit weird. Maybe we should build like an unpredictable shrine or something. Me and Unpredictable actually live really close to each other because my portal is just through those trees over there and his is just up these steps. I hope I don't get blown up by a ghast. And there's his boat. Look, it's being weighed down by an anchor. Now, I'm not sure where to leave these because he's got a really small base. But then I was thinking this mast might be the best place for it. This hurts my OCD just a little bit, but I think we can let that go. Now, like a fool, I didn't bring a sign, so I'm going to have to chop down one of his trees. I guess I'll leave the sign right here. I've just realised that I've traded a bunch of heads for a bunch of bones. This is some shady business me and Unpredictable are running here. It's actually crazy how close we are to Unpredictable. We may as well have just gone on the sea rather than go through the nether. Our next challenge takes us on an adventure for a geode. These things are usually pretty easy to spot in the water. However, we're a little bit late on now and these waters are really well adventured. So it's unlikely we're going to find one that's been unharvested straight away. But hey, what do you know? What's this right here? It looks like a geode. It is a geode and it looks like it's more or less intact. It's got a torch. So someone's been in here a little bit to steal the amethyst crystals. Fortunately, it looks like it's got what we need. You may think I'm here for the amethyst, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that. However, we're actually here for this lovely white block we see here. I think it's called calcite. Yep, calcite, I was right. This block is super rare. It's only found around these amethyst geodes, and we need just under a stack of them. I honestly didn't think we were going to find a geode that quick. That was pretty lucky. So you may be wondering what this challenge is, and why I need calcite for it. Well, it's all to do with spawn. You see, in the shopping district, we've got quite a big community build project happening this season. LZ is taking lead on this project, and he's asked us to come up with some road designs. And as you can see over my shoulder to the left of the screen, there's actually a road contest. We need to take up to 10 blocks in length of the road. We're not allowed to use the circle, which is this area right here. And we've got to come up with a design, and we need to leave a sign with our name on it. The only rule is we've got to take it back down after the competition's over. Now, I believe the judges for this are Gold and Eleni, and the only criteria we've got to go on is that it's got to look really fancy. So far, 3 people have entered the competition. This first road design is by Cheesebees. I must say, this is my favourite road design. Just listen to this. Isn't that just the best? This next design is by Vlowfast. Vlowfast's a new YouTuber on the server, so be sure to check out his channel. I think this is really good. I just don't feel like it's fancy enough for me. Having said that, I really love what he's done with the lights. Finally, up next, we've got LZ Geek. It looks okay, but I think we can do fancier. So for my design, I've picked some of the most expensive / rare blocks in Minecraft, with calcite being one of the rarest, and anvils and hoppers being pretty expensive. I've also got quartz pillars, so I mean that's pretty fancy too. So for the road, we're going to use cobbled deep slate. We're going to make this 10 long. I feel like this block is now one of the best candidates for a road block in Minecraft. For the curbs, we're going to use quartz pillars, and we're going to run them along this way. And for the pavement, we're going to do it 2 wide, and we're going to use this calcite. I think it's got quite a marbly effect, and I think that really screams out luxury. Because the whole point of this area is it's going to be really high-end and expensive looking builds. Now this is where this build is about to get really expensive. We're going to tower up 3 blocks with this tiled wall. Next, we're going to lay down an anvil. Then on each side of the anvil, we're going to place a hopper. Just like that, on both sides. Then on the bottom of those hoppers, we're going to place some lanterns. But we're going to be placing these every 5 blocks. What do you guys think of the final product? Another good thing about this path is because these that I'm stood on right here are half slabs, we can actually put lights underneath to light up the road even more if we need to. I think the overall style is fantastic and it's super, super high end. I mean, just think about it. This one lamppost is about 40 iron ingots. I'm not joking, I've done the maths. Okay, not quite 40 ingots, but close enough. With iron farms, I don't think it's going to be a problem, and especially with the new Fortune iron that we can get in 1.17, I think this is really achievable, and I just think it will look really, really good. I'm quite confident when comparing it to the roads that have been built so far, but it just depends on what other people's preferences are. Last thing to do here is leave a sign. With the road complete, let's go back and check on our villager area. We're back here on the Mushroom Island, and I'm just about finished up with the villager trading area. Now, you'll have to forgive me for the entrance. I'm not fussed on it, it's going to change, but to be fair, a whole bunch of this island is actually going to change before too long anyway, because I have grand plans for this place. So down these steps is the villager trading area. You'll notice that none of the villagers are in place yet, but we have signs above each place so that we know what villager is going to be trading what books, etc. with us. So everything's all labelled out and we'll know exactly where to go when we want to make a trade. Now, running behind these is a little walkway around here. This is going to be for our zombie, aka Bobby, to come and turn the villagers into zombies so that I can cure them again to get cheaper trades. We're going to have minecarts going all the way around here, and the villagers are going to come in on a minecart and then they're going to stand here because they're not going to be able to get off this ledge because there'll be a block right there, and they're not going to be able to go forward because when they've got a trapdoor above them, they tend not to walk into it. And the workstations are going to be going in this spot right here. I'm really happy with this simple build for these villagers. I think it will suit us for a little while, but it will need to be changed come the end of the season because it doesn't actually fit in with the style that I'm going to be going for this island. This episode, we've repaid Unpredictable, we entered the road competition, and we also built a trade area for our villagers. There's just one thing we've got left to do, which is going to be a new segment on all of my videos going forward, when I can remember. In this segment, I'm going to be highlighting one Pickslate YouTube member that I think made the best video in the previous week. The winners of these prestigious awards will get one of Gwent berries. And this week's winner is Cheesebees. Well done, Cheesebees. Your video was fantastic. It was actually Cheesebees' first video, and it was really well put together. You told a brilliant story, beautifully told, and look at this starter base he's made. Absolutely wonderful. I'm not going to show you guys the inside because it looks amazing, and I'm sure he's going to want to put it in his next video. I'm currently being attacked by Pyrex, who's also come to check out his amazing build. So I'm going to leave him a sign and some of Gwent's berries right here on his front porch. And there you have it. So the signs say, "Congratulations, Cheesebees, you have won a Gwent Berries Award. This is given to the creator of the best YouTube video last week. I really hope that he continues to keep up the good work on making these excellent YouTube videos." I wonder who's going to win next week's award. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching until this point. If you have enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, if you've got this far into the video, you may as well hit that bell icon as well, because it seems like you like my content. Thank you very much for your support. Well, that's it for me. I'll see you all next time here on the Pickslate server. Goodbye.